Oh, I didn't mean to call tech support. I meant to call billing.
Oh, that's fine. We're billing too.
Oh, okay. Great. The question is regarding my wife's internet account. It's coming due for renewal, and the account type is teacher discount.
Right.
I think I recall that the last time we paid for that, she received a notice that we would need to get another confirmation of her teacher status from her school district. Can you check and see if that is indeed the case, or if we can just send in the check?
Okay, and how much you're paying for the teacher discount right now?
I think it was $11 and something a month.
Oh, yeah.
But we paid under the 6-month plan, and that's how it worked out to $11 a month.
Yeah, we used to support that whole teacher discount thing and education and all that, but we decided, what's the point? And we're actually encouraging dropouts now. So we don't even do the teacher discount anymore.
So then we should just go ahead and renew that?
Yeah, just at the regular price.
At the regular price?
Yeah, which would be $39.99 per month.
40 bucks.
Well, that's quite, you can see how that's quite a bit different. I guess you don't have any teachers in the family to know how little they're paid for how hard they work.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. The previous owner, he actually cared about that stuff,
But the new owners don't. I don't know, I'm losing some files here, but... Alright. Well, the other thing that these guys did was they would just say one word the whole time. Cactus. So people would call up for support, and this is what they would hear.
Cactus.
Is this,
Cactus.
okay. I got a problem. On my email,
Cactus.
what? It's got, my username, and then in parentheses, it's got mail.net. That shouldn't be on there.
Cactus.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Cactus.
Huh?
Cactus.
What does that mean?
Cactus. Cactus.
What are you talking about?
Cactus.
What do I have to do?
Cactus.
I'm rather confused.
Cactus.
I'm really confused, too.
What does that mean?
Cactus.
Cactus?
Cactus.
What does that mean?
Cactus.
Will you please help me now?
Cactus.
I don't understand.
Cactus. Cactus.
What is that? What do you want me to do here? You're confusing me, sir.
Cactus.
Cactus.
Cactus. Cactus. Cactus.
Who's going to stay on the phone for a minute? I mean, cactus. This caller's also confused about cactus.
Cactus. Excuse me? Cactus. Oh, sorry, that's not the wrong number. No, cactus. Cactus? Cactus. What's cactus? Tech support. Oh. That's the right place then. Oh, okay. I got a problem dialing up. I connect, but then I can't get anywhere. So what do you think the problem is? I don't have a clue. I think it's the user. The user would be the problem. You need to fix the user. The user is totally broken. No? Yes.
Yes.
Who is this? Cactus? Cactus. Cactus.
And on and on. I don't know. This is a fun thing we used to do when I was under the age of 18. We used to do this all the time. We used to pretend we were a human IVR system, and they have some good examples of that, which are kind of funny. I mean, I'm not sure how I would react if I got this on the other end.
Thank you for calling Internet Technical Support. If you're calling for technical support, press 1. If your computer is totally fucked beyond repair, press 3.
I don't understand how you can get a phone number, technical support number, and you can act like this on this.
If you'd like to speak to a representative, please press 0.
I don't know why these are cutting out, but basically then she presses 0 and he goes, I can't believe you fell for that. Hangs up on her. And here's another example of that.
Thank you for calling Internet Services. If you're calling for technical support, press 1. If you're calling for customer service, press 2. If you'd like to speak to operator, press 0. I didn't understand the button you pressed. Press it a little fucking harder. Press the button harder. No longer. Loud and loud. There you go. Please hold. You will be transferred to a customer representative in just a minute. So hold on your goddamn horses.
Okay, people will fall for that. Okay. Here's one that's interesting. You got to listen closely to what they have her spell for her username.
Hello.
Hello, is this the internet?
That would be me. I'm the internet.
Okay, I've got a senior memory going on here.
Oh, okay.
I forgot what my user ID and password are. This is Nancy Nelson. I thought I had them the same, but evidently it's not.
Okay.
Hey, do you have a copy of that for me?
Oh, yeah. It's, right, okay, you have a pencil?
Yes.
It's, SH.
What's this, the ID?
Oh, yeah, this is the ID for you.
Yeah, SH.
Uh-huh. ITH.
I-H.
EAD.
What? That's not me. I didn't use that.
That's definitely not my ID. And that's pretty much all I have. I have a whole bunch of other stuff, but I didn't know how much time this was going to take. I would love to hear stories from other people about actual experiences they've had. If we could get a mic to walk around, is that possible? Or I'll just walk around with this. Sure. All right. So anybody else? Does anybody else have any tech support stories? All right. Go ahead.
I used to work for Midwest Micro.
Here, talking to the mic.
I used to work for Midwest Micro doing phone support, and we would sell PCs to University of Dayton. So we would have a lot of UD students call in, and I was helping train a guy, and he put this guy, a college student, on mute instead of on hold, and he told him, "Oh, hey, I'll be right back." Well, I'm plugged in, I'm listening, and while he's talking to the Tier 3 tech, and in the background, we hear knock, knock, knock. The door comes in, we're like, "Hey, baby," blah, blah, blah. And this guy and this other girl proceed to have sex while we're sitting there listening to it. And they're just going at it, and things, you can hear things getting knocked over, and they're just like going all over the place. And then finally, he's like, the CSR picks up the line, he's like, "Sir? Sir?" He's like, "God damn it, I'm done, baby, oh yeah. Hello?" And then he just hung up on us.
You gotta wonder how many of these things are staged. But anybody else have any experiences they'd like to share? All right, we have a winner over there. Go ahead, just talk into the little mic thing.
This guy here?
That's it. Yeah. There you
So
go.
is this going to work? I have a sound clip too.
Oh, go ahead, play it. Yeah, just put it next to the speaker.
This is a sound clip of a guy that called in. It was actually a business. That's not it. But I don't think he says anything too detrimental. But he just talks about how his internet connection goes down, and then I don't know. I think it's funny, but we'll see what you guys think. And I had never previously spoke with this guy, so I didn't know that anything was ongoing. Neither did anybody else. And I asked them all.
Go close to the speaker.
Yeah, see, this is Dan Floyd. Yes, Dan Floyd.
It's not very loud.
20 minutes, we went down. Yeah, see, this is Dan Floyd with the Blood Flowers and Gifts.
It's not working out very good, huh?
Well, that's all right. Why don't you?
Yeah, see, this is Dan Floyd with the Blood Flowers and Gifts. Just in the last 20 minutes, we went down twice with internet connection. We've actually went down a total of 5 times today. The problem of going up and down is still an ongoing problem.
cares.
Well, anyways,
Oh, yeah.
he's talking, and
Give us the blow-by-blow, yeah.
he just says, well, you know, my internet connection went down twice in the last 20 minutes. Went down 5 times today. So I guess we still got something ongoing. Then he just stops. He makes this weird muttering noise. He's like, you know what? I don't think anybody really cares. Thanks. But he says thanks at the end.
Hey, at least he's polite.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than telling you, you're a fucking asshole.
So we
right.
called him and asked him why we don't care. he's like, well, it's just frustrating. I'm like, no kidding.
This one's kind of from the other side. I had to call up my company's help desk because they made some network changes, and they pointed our DNS on our desktop machines to a server that didn't exist. It's like, uh-oh. So I called them up, and I must have gotten some new guy, and he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, all right, well, can you just like bump me up to your tier 2 support? And the guy's like, I don't know how to do that. It's like, well, can you just transfer me to somebody? Well, I'm sorry, and the guy's like real apologetic and everything, right? And so finally he says, well, maybe if you just call back, you'll get somebody else that can help you. I'm like, well, all right, at least you said just call back, but it's like, man.
Yeah. Well, that's a believe it or not, that's a pretty common technique that I use when I just play like a complete idiot when there's somebody calling that I just don't want to talk to. But anybody else have any stories? Oh, we got lots. I feel like Phil Donahue.
Hello. I had the misfortune of being a tech at Best Buy for a couple years, and this was pre-Geek Squad, never Geek Squad. This is more, we had walk-up support in addition to phone support, so this is actually a walk-up story, but it's the same thing. Well, first of all, we had people bring in computers that had live cockroaches living in them. We had a guy bring in a computer that he kept his weed in the computer and brought it to us. We had a guy who...
The question is, after you fixed it, did you give it back?
Not allowed to say. And then we had a woman bring in a computer that had live mice living in it. Somehow there was one of the panels, PCI slots, they had gotten in there and made a little nest, and we opened it up, and like 3 or 4 mice came leaping out at us. But as we had a guy who was, we had a customer who was, he would come in like every 3 or 4 weeks and was getting porn all over his computer somehow, and was just livid that we didn't cover any software problems, especially him having an addiction to pornography. So he's talking to me, and I'm like, I can't do anything for you. We don't cover software. There's no warranty that covers software that Best Buy offers, or at least we didn't at the time. And he's like, fine. He's like, fuck you. He's like, I don't want to talk to you. He's like, you're just a kid. He's like, who can I talk with? And I'm like, the only other person, the actual supervisor at the time was this guy named Chad, and Chad was probably like 30, right? Chad comes up and he's like, I can help you. And he's like, I don't want to talk to you either. You're just a kid. And the highest up guy was on lunch, and his name was Doug. Doug comes back. Doug is younger than Chad, and he's like, I don't want to talk to you. You're just a kid. So Doug comes up and he's like, how can I help you? And Doug looked like he was like 11, and so every time this guy would ask like, who, I don't want to talk to you. So eventually got to the point where every single person in the tech bay had come up to the window saying that they were the supervisor, and eventually he just like stormed out of the of the store, and he never came back. So
that's great stuff. How do you stay calm in the face of adversity, right? All right, we had a couple more questions. How much time we got? 10 minutes? All right. Another question? Yeah, we got somebody over here. Every question, by the way, gets you a raffle ticket, if you're not aware.
That's why I'm telling my lame anecdote. I worked for GE, but I worked in financial stuff for a while. So anyways, like when we call help desk, we had to talk to somebody in India that wouldn't fix your problem if you knew what your problem was, because God knows if you're not in IT, you don't know what you're talking about. So